Welcome to the Straight Edge Game Room 7 Night Special. I would hope that you are not watching this spooky special by yourself, for you are about to embark on Semana Del Chango!
Donkey Kong Jr. on the Atari 2600, the only game that I'm aware of where Mario is the antagonist. This game is probably where a lot of the negative fan theories come from concerning Mario and his disregard for animal welfare. I really don't know, but this is a fun game. However, it is a little confusing and will take some trial and error repetition to figure out. One of the things that can throw you off are the rudimentary graphics, so it takes a little time to figure out what you can jump on, how far you can fall, and things like that. Just play with it for a while and you'll figure it out. Donkey Kong Jr. takes a little bit more problem solving than the first game, and foresight is always your best way to survive in this game. I struggled mostly with this in the third level, but each stage has its pattern, and you just gotta get a feel for that certain pattern, and then you'll get by it. It's sort of like boss battles. You know how boss battles have a pattern that you gotta figure out? The stages are kinda like that. Since this is on the Atari 2600, the graphics just barely represent the arcade game. Like in the first game, you can indirectly control Donkey Kong by moving left and right. Also, climbing up and down things seems to make him pound his chest in a fury. He really resents being in that cage that Mario put him in. What I really like about this game is that it's got a little bit more variety than you did in the first game. For starters, you got a third level, and each time you loop, the difficulty amps up a little bit. It becomes a little trickier and a little bit more treacherous the more you loop. In the first Donkey Kong on the Atari 2600, each time you loop the stages, it feels like it gets a little bit faster, but it doesn't amp up the difficulty by a whole lot. Well, it feels like it gets a little quicker to me anyway. Some of you might disagree with me, and that's fine. But in this game, if you loop the stages, you gotta work a little harder to loop them again. It's not gonna let you win so easily the more you loop, you just gotta be a little bit more nimble. And with the Atari 2600's limitations, I can appreciate that. However, like with the first game, there are better ports of Donkey Kong Jr. out there. But if you're getting into collecting for the Atari 2600, don't pass this game up. I got lucky, I picked up this game for only 50 cents. For Donkey Kong Jr., that's a steal. So that's Donkey Kong Jr. for the Atari 2600. Not an excellent game, but still fun. Grab it if you find it in the wild.